Hello everyone, Jose here from Creative Music Improvisation Programs. You all recognize Hey Jude by Paul McCartney and John Lennon. And this is what I'm going to break down today, how to play this song or any song by ear, because we think that either we have it to play by ear or we don't. While it might be true that some people really have it, like they go to a party and they pick up a song by ear, they hear really well their intervals, their chords, and they're good at it. But I want to say it can be trained. So what is important is that first you're able to hum the song that you want to play by ear. So you sing it by chunks, just trying to figure out how it goes, and you memorize it and you embody it. And then it's important to know that all songs are written within a scale. So let's say I picked up this song, Hey Jude. I decided to do it in C major. So with C major being do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And you sing all the notes, and you sing also the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you try to memorize which number. Let's say re is number 2, 2, 3, 4. You try to memorize the sound with the numbers, and this is going to help you to track back the notes that belong to the song. So let's say I hum that song and I go, so I try to find it on the keyboard. It seems like a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It starts on the 5th note of the C major scale. Does it go up or does it go down? Does it go down or does it go up? So it's a 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3. And then maybe it goes back to that same note it started with. 3, 5, 6. It goes up. So you have to train your ear. Does it go down? Does it go up? And see which number of the scale you think you're singing. 5, 4, 3, 3, 5, and goes up maybe just a step, not 6, and then it goes down. 2, 6, 2. So that's one way of finding which note of the scale you're singing. In this case in C major, but I think originally it was written in F major. And then the other way would be also to think which interval you're singing. And that means training a little bit with intervals. One way of training with intervals is to sing from C major, from C, from the first note, C, D, C. So that's a second, a major second, we would say. And then you sing it back. Do, re, do, si, D, si. And then you go to mi. Do, mi, do, si, E, si. And then you do the same with F, with G, A. And you name C, G, C, or do, so, do. And you sing it back. Do, so, do. So you do it with every interval starting from C, and after that you can find out maybe which interval you were playing. And this is a third, da, 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 da. And you can do it also from D, E, D, Re, E, Re, Mi, Re, Fa, Re, So, Re, La, Re. You can do it from different keys and find out when you sing your intervals, when you sing your song starting from So, Mi, So. That's a third going up, and then a step, a second, and then a fifth down, da, da. So that means knowing your intervals, and that means a little more theory and a little more ear training, and that could be a training on its own, how to find the intervals and which intervals are minor, which intervals are major. So that's a little bit of ear training. And when I was training myself, in ear training at school, we were also finding song, let's say for a major third, do, a deer, a female deer. That's a minor third, that's a major third, that's a minor third. So we were finding songs to represent the intervals, and that's how you know that you have a perfect fifth here. For me, a perfect fifth is towers. Da, da, da. So, da, 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 in a Hey Jude. So you have to define which interval or which number of the scale you're singing, and then to find it on the keyboard. So I always say to my students, you play something, an interval, and you sing it back, do, re, do. And it could be that you start by singing after you did that exercise. You start the other way around. You sing da, re, do, and you check if you sang it right. And that's how you can train your ear, your voice, and to reproduce those intervals on the keyboard. And then when you find the melody, in this case, it doesn't repeat, but sometimes it repeats. So you can find sometimes in songs, does it repeat? Does it make a sequence like that motif is repeated and a step lower. So this is how you can find a song by ear, by knowing the number of the notes, the interval, knowing which scale you're playing with, and then to know if the song repeats, if the melody repeats, if it repeats exactly the same, or if it repeats in a sequence, a step lower, a step higher. These are guidelines to help you find what you're playing with. And then you have, and you're seeing on my board here, you're seeing the numbers, the degrees that I put under. So if you have a do, you're playing a do, and you're going to play, after that, you're going to play the whole chord on that do. So, or the whole chord on re. That's second degree. So let's say first degree, second degree, third degree, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and 8 or 1. So it's important to know that most of the time, I'm going to draw this here, most of the time in pop songs you're going to play with 1, 4, 5, and 6. Not to say we can't use the others, but it's often what's going to happen. So those notes, you can build chords, And it's nice to know that the first, the fourth, and the fifth chord are major, and the second, third, and sixth are minor, and the seventh is diminished. Again, it's nice to know a little bit of theory, but again, a lot of people don't know that much theory, and they can still figure out the chords, and those chords belong again to the C major scale. And visually, I used to teach my students that a major chord, just visually, without knowing the theory, between the C and the E, or the Do and the Mi, you have 1, 2, 3 notes in between. And between the E and the G, you have 2 notes visually, 2 keys. So when you have 3 and 2, it's major. And when you have 2, visually 2 keys here and 3 keys here, it's minor. So a big interval and a smaller interval, that's major. 3 keys and 2 keys. And when it's opposite, 2 keys and 3 keys, it's minor. In the case of diminished, it's 2 keys and 2 keys. So that's only the visual trick to know if it's major, minor, or diminished. But as I said, 1, 4, 5, and 6 degrees are often the degrees that are used in many pop songs. So let's just try for now to find the bass, because the bass is going to help you, find the whole chord afterwards. So if you play Hey Jude, Hey Jude, I found it right away. And most of the time, not to say all the time, but often, you'll have a first degree on starting the song and finishing the song. Often you'll have a first degree, a chord made out of the first note. And then I'll have a D, so I have to find a chord or the bass that would go with it. Oh, maybe that one. So that means afterwards I can play the whole chord. I try to find a note in my right hand. I try to find a note that belongs to the left hand chord, but that might not be. Okay, so I'm looking around. The one. Oops, there's an A here, there's an A in this chord, but maybe it's not the right one. So I can choose another one. I'm not sure. Say the A is not in the C major, it's a non-chord tone that resolves right away. So it's by finding the bass and then the full chord. Sometimes it would be more easier, I would say, to play the whole chord, but it could be just the bass. Often when we have a dominant chord, the dominant is the 5th chord, it resolves on the first often. And then I could play, but maybe it's this one. can maybe that chord, when you found the bass and you found the whole chord, you can try then to maybe have a little groove here, and either I go like this, that's an easy one. So I'm just spreading. I don't have even this one, but I could have gone, you know, instead of playing the chord like this, I could have gone the root, the fifth, and the 10th. But I find that the octave is better because sometimes it doubles the third and we don't want that. And then when you're more advanced, you can play the chords of the C major chord that brings the note of the melody on top. And once you know the degrees that you use, 1, 4, 5, 6, you can, and it was da da first, da 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 fifth, da da fifth, da da dee da 1 dee dee dee, 4 da ba da 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 1, da 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 5 da dee da da. You can play it in another key afterwards, and if you're in a party and if you want to sing with people and you want to play it in F, or in D or in E, whatever you find is easier for people to sing, then you'll know the degrees and you'll know the intervals, and then you can transpose. So just to summarize, every time you want to play a song by ear, try to hum the song and to embody the song and memorize the song so well that when you try to find the notes with the numbers, in which scale it's written, either major, minor, most of the time, then you find the numbers and you find the intervals, and then you find the bass, and then you add the chords, and when you know the degrees, you can transpose that song. So that's how you're having fun, and you can add a groove in your left hand, or you can complexify adding the inversion in the right hand. So this is what I just demonstrated today. And so my little home play for you would be, can you find any song that you like, hum it, find it on the keyboard, find the numbers, find the intervals, and find the main chords that you could accompany with in the left hand, add a little groove and maybe some inversions in your right hand, and transpose that song. So enjoy this exercise because it's so useful, and I see my students all the time asking me, how can I play by ear more? How can I just arrive in the home and the party and just play? Because I've been playing for so long and I like to play without the sheet. And I find this way shorter also to make music than learning everything all written down, although it's good to learn to read as well. So enjoy everyone, and let me know. You can add any comments below. Bye-bye.